What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. I just got done watching the 2023 reboot of White Man Can't Jump. Man, spoiler alert right here, right now. It is nowhere as good as the first one, as the original one. It is not that. They are not Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. That's not what's going on. It's not as edgy, not as raw, not as grungy, but it's a modern day, more modern. It makes sense because it's like 30 years later, but it's cute. It's alright. Let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Kamal isn't nearly as cocky as Sidney Dean, the original. Dude is actually kind of a head case, dealing with some serious demons throughout the movie. He's a former #1 high school recruit, but his dad gets sick. The late and great Lance Reddick from The Wire is actually his pops in the movie, so that's pretty dope. Walls, he ends up getting sick, and Walls is taking the news extremely hard. He ends up knocking out a fan for heckling him and calling him underrated, and pretty much throws his career away. Present day, he's a delivery dude, and people are always trying to get him to take selfies and recognizing him and remembering his glory days and making him feel bad, asking him what happened. He don't ever really talk about it much, but hey, he is dating Tiana Taylor, so he's got that going for him. And he's homeboys with Vince Staples and this other guy, and they're like the comic relief in the movie. They're pretty funny for the most part. Staples has been in a couple flicks recently. He's an okay actor. He could have been more convincing at certain points in the movie, if I'm being honest, but he's cool. Jack Harlow is the co-star Jeremy. He's his usual funny, cringy self. This part was really made for him, it feels like. He's really good at playing a white boy who loves hoops. I imagine his lines were easy to memorize just because it sounds like a bunch of stuff he'd really say. He was actually pretty good though. I enjoyed his performance, if I'm being honest. He's like a hippie b-ball trainer who's super vegan and trains hoopers and also sells like detox cleanses and laxatives and all types of stuff. He a hustler. He used to hoop at Gonzaga and was nice, but unfortunately he has the knees of D Rose. He's still trying to get into the league though, man. The dream is still alive, and he's been hustling and saving up for some stem cell surgery some crazy dude told him about to fix his knees. They have these constant weird exchanges between them two revolving around race and stereotypes. I'm talking about Jeremy and Kamal. It's kind of odd, but whatever. So the layout is much different though than the original, like as a whole. There aren't any like loan sharks after them, and they're not living in any hotels or nothing like that. Neither one of them lives in the hood. Nobody gets robbed. Dude does pull out a flamethrower though, which was kind of crazy. And then this one, their girlfriends actually have jobs, so that's cool too. One thing I did notice though that happens in both is that Jeremy hustles Kamal. It's Kamal's fault though. In the beginning when they first meet, he don't think Jeremy can hoop because he dresses like he owns a surf shop in Myrtle Beach. Like no one thinks he can hoop, and that's pretty much a constant theme in the movie. So they have a shooting contest, best of 5. This is where we learn Jeremy is an elite level trash talker and can read players with bad tempers. He brings up Kamal's past and he immediately folds. It's a lot more modern, like I said, for obvious reasons. They end up teaming up and run some scrubs for their money to enter this tournament. There are 2 tournaments in this movie. The first one they enter, they get smoked in the first round. Kamal hasn't played organized ball since high school, so he's bugging out over the crowd. And Jeremy has this weird beef with one of their opponents, this guy right here, because he's a better and more high-profile trainer. It's really weird. So they missed out on a $25K prize to, better their lives at this point. They end up getting into a fight. Kamal goes Latrell Sprewell on this man Jeremy, chokes him out. It goes viral, and it's pretty much downhill from here. Jeremy had this girlfriend played by Laura Harrier named Tatiana. She fine, and has big dreams. She's a dope dancer and pretty much carrying their financial burden. And he told her he quit hoops. He actually didn't though. So she dips and goes on tour with SZA, leaving him behind when she sees the viral clip of him getting choked out. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But Tiana Taylor ends up saving the day and loans them 5 racks to enter an even bigger basketball tournament with Vic Mensa on their team this time, and they're playing for 500 racks. They end up dominating, no surprise, and everyone is happily ever after. Except Kamal's pops dies, man, so that's pretty sad. He dies while he's hooping in the tournament, so they actually win it for him, in a way, kinda. That part was sad, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But Kamal ends up landing an overseas contract and then gets called to the G League. From there, he earns a 10-day contract with the Lakers and gets interviewed by Taylor Rooks on national TV. Taylor Rooks in the movie, y'all. Yes, Lord. At this time, Jeremy has moved up and has NBA clients. He's training dudes like Tyler Hero, who apparently has anger management issues. Yeah, who knew? Anyways, it was an okay movie overall. I'll probably never watch it again, but I did give it a spin the one time so I could give y'all this review. It's not terrible. It's okay. I don't know. Watch it. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Let me know. Holler at your boy. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, it's your boy, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. This is Live with Brandon Blakeney. Subscribe for all the latest, baby. That's a wrap for us. We out.